This is an Acute2R 2400 watt second pack. It is got a built-in PocketWizard, and I'm going to explain that in just a moment. But if you're familiar with the Acute 2 1200 watt packs, then this is about the same size. It's got the same footprint, so the same width, same depth. It is 3 inches taller, and it weighs 3 extra pounds. And so, what do you get for that? Well, you get an extra stop of power, 1224. So, the bottom end on this for one head is going to be 75 watts. On a 1200, the lowest setting for one head would be about 38 watts. So, it doesn't go quite as low. Um, there's a built-in fan. It's between the A and the B channel, up by the handle. Fan's really quiet. The top is identical, so you control the power the same way as you would on a 1200. And the other difference, because this is an R with the PocketWizard built in, on the right side of the handle, you'll see a little bit of silver, like a silver screw, hopefully sticking out right above the word bracket. And that is where you would, if you're lucky, you would find a black rubber antenna screwed into that. Mine did not come with it. A lot of these don't. You can buy these remote, the R version, if you will, in a 1200 watt second pack as well. They have the same type of antenna. Um, and I wasn't sure if the PocketWizard would work or not without the antenna. Now, what I found is it works just great. I use this in a 2-story house. I can be 1 story away. I can be two rooms away. Certainly if I'm within a room or if I'm within a garage, I have no issues getting it to fire. I use an older PocketWizard Plus 2. Those are the almost one of the original ones. They have 4 channels. And the way you tell the pack what channel you're using on your PocketWizard is, pick a channel on the PocketWizard, turn the PocketWizard on, then turn the pack on, and wait 20 or 30 seconds. They tell you to wait about within 30 seconds, and then hit the test button on your PocketWizard. And like sometimes I get impatient, I might hit it 2 or 3 times, and then all of a sudden the flash will work. It found the channel, and the next time you want to use the pack, you turn the pack off. Maybe you come back a day later, you turn the pack back on. You should be able to fire the test button on your PocketWizard, and it should find it almost right away. And then once it finds it, you just put it on your camera. You're good to go. So it takes a little bit of time to get it to work the first time, to learn the channel. But what I found is after it learns the channel, it works really well. So, not a big deal to plug a PocketWizard into one of these, but it is nice to have the PocketWizard built in. And at least what I've seen, I don't think you need the antenna in order to work if you're, as long as you're not trying to shoot at a super long distance. I think if you wanted to put an antenna on this, you could. And I'm guessing it would be the screw would be a metric screw. These are made in Sweden, so European type standards. And I don't know, would it be an M4, maybe an M5, maybe an M6? So I guess you could go to the hardware store, buy a couple of bolts in those ranges, see which size fit, and then you would know at least, let's say if you went to Amazon, you would know what kind of, one of the measurements on the antenna would be how you're going to get the thing screwed in and what size to get and so on and so forth. The other thing I would say is that the handle, it's not that wide. So you might have to take that into consideration for the type of antenna you would be buying. And I've also heard that you can use copper wire, and just kind of wrap that maybe, I don't know, or maybe you screw it on or something. So there might be other creative ways that you can try to extend the range. I didn't feel the need to do that, so I didn't go down that route. So, I like the extra power. I like the extra stop. Um, I was surprised that it was only 3 inches and 3 pounds different. So that was pleasant from a 1200. And, that extra stop, sometimes I bounce light into a ceiling. Some of the ceilings in our hallways are pretty, you know, they're pretty tall. So having that extra stop helps to get the exposure that I want. So let me know if you have any questions or comments. And yeah, if you're looking at this in a 1200 or a 2400 for the PocketWizard built in, yeah, you may not need to get that worried about the antenna being